Hey guys, what's up? Zox Courtney coming from Creepypasta Development. Today we're going to be going over part 4 of the kitchen modeling tutorial series. We're going to be covering modeling the lamps, some of the objects in the shelves, on the shelves I should say, and the shelves themselves, and then the back bracket, and maybe if we get time to do it, some of the like utensils here, and maybe the bowl, and the faucet, obviously, and the dishwasher. And then we'll go into modeling how I did the fridge, the blinds, and then we'll just model the bracket here. I don't want to go over how I modeled the little towel. It's not really important. But anyway, one more thing before we get started is I would like to explain why I was gone for a while, a few days I should say. It was because I was doing another project with one of the guys I've been training. I've been modeling a truck for a scene that I've been working with them. So that's kind of why I've been gone. So when it's all done, I can show it to you guys what it looks like. You should be seeing him as doing tutorials on my channel here soon. So I'm not going to give anything away yet, but just be prepared for that one. And another thing too is I'm going to be posting my Twitter account on the description below, so you guys can go ahead and check out what's going on as far as if I'm gone or what's coming up next. But anyway, besides all that, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the dishwasher first. So let's go to another layer and let's go ahead and make a cube here, and we're just going to go ahead and I think just leave it almost at default size right now and just bring it up just a tiny bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a cut loop right here and one cut loop down here. So once that's done, this is a fairly simple thing to do. All we're going to do is just extrude this face. Oops, no, we're going to create another cut loop actually right here. Now what we're going to do is just take and hit Alt, and oops, if I can do this right. And so let's do this in box select here. Just select these here. We're just going to hit E and S and scale that in. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. And just, dang it, sorry. Hit E and S, scale that on it. So once that's done, that's pretty much all you really got to do for that shape. And all we're going to do is we're going to use the Boolean tool here. So we're just going to create a cylinder. This is where the knob is going to go. So we're just going to, or the handle piece I should say, where you turn the dishwasher on. And then that's all we're going to be really creating for this. So I just need to create the hole real quick. So we're just going to take this and let's name this dishwasher. And then let's name this dishwasher cylinder, or just there you go. I don't know if I spelled that correctly, don't really matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and go add a modifier and let's go Boolean and just like that. And then we're going to want to select, oops, sorry guys, select this one, or the wrong one. I can get the right one here. Let's go intersect, no. Hide. Okay, and what we're going to want to do is actually take this and scale it down just a tiny bit. It's way too large. There we go. Just bring it out just a tiny bit. There we go, and then there we go. So then all we got to do now, let's go here. We're not going to apply a shape because all it really is there for is just decoration. So what we want to do now is create a cube, and then just like this, and then go ahead and become the knob, or the So what we're going to do is just, subdivide this, that, and then we're going to take in, oops, just like that, and then scale it down on this side, get this right. And add a couple right there. And there you go. Since that's all you're going to actually see, I mean, if you want to render it on another end, go ahead. That's all you really need to do. In actuality, we can actually just bring this up just a bit. And go ahead and hide it. There we go. So that's literally all you need to do for the dishwasher, because then it just comes down to chroming this and then texturing it. And then so let's just go ahead and add this in, because I mean it's not something you actually just sit there and look at, so it's not like the stove where it stands out. Actually, let's go ahead and apply this. Oops. I'm not too worried, obviously, about the geometry because it's not going to matter with this. Normally, I would go and do a lot better job of it, but again, it's not important. Of importance, I should say. So let's just go and fit this into the cabinet here, or the cabinet space. Let's just bring that up. As close as you can, and there you go. And so that's, sorry, I'm trying to figure out why it's not scaling out almost all the way. So I don't like doing this because you can't really see where it's at. That's good. So now that the dishwasher is in there, let's go ahead and just create the shelf, or shelving I should say. I'm going to try to get everything in just this one tutorial. That way we don't drag more modeling on and more and so forth. So let's go ahead and go to the cabinet layer here. I'm just going to create a plane, scale it down. And actually, we're going to need to bring these down just a tiny bit. It's right about there. And then bring this little in. Just like this. Shift easy. And then we're going to have 3 shelves here. And last one right there. Just kind of spread this apart a little tiny bit more. There we go. And that should be good. So that's that for part. So then all we're going to do now is go ahead and create the back rack, or the back mount. But first we need to bring the sink down just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. And then we actually need to move these cabinets up, because it's kind of sticking out way too, or not sticking out, it's kind of too low. Okay. So now that is done, we're going to take and, let's see, we're going to create the lamps and then we'll go from there. So we're just going to create a circle, go to T, go to vertices, set that to 25. Oops, not 253, that'd be insane. And then we are going to just hit ES, and we're going to just extrude this up. ES, extruded this up. And actually, we need to, right here, we're going to A, and then we're going to S, extrude this out. And then E, Z up, and then E, S, and then E and Z. Just like that. And then just E, S, E, S, and then E and Z for the part where it's going to stay up. And then if you want to set for more detail, we can just, you know, bring this on up right there to make it look like it's attached. And we're going to just take this lamp, bring this down, and then cut loop right in the middle, and then bring it up. Pretty simple. And we're going to subdivide it. And just add the cut loops. They need to be added. And one down there, and we're going to smooth it. I'm going to hit A, Control N, get rid of that shading. Oops, Control N. Guess we need to add a cut loop there. Oops, no, I guess we need to add a cut loop right there, and a cut loop right there to get rid of those weird shading normals. Whoa, what the heck? Let's add a cut loop right there, and then one right there. Not sure why those aren't disappearing. I guess it's not gonna matter from top. I'm not sure why they're not going away. Should I just flatten this? There we go. Let's just flatten it, and we'll just subdivide it to 3 instead. Instead of having to deal with those stupid shading issues. And we'll just scale this up just a tiny bit. Should we just scale this in? There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take the top of this, and we're just going to bring it on up. Then we're going to bring it in the seam. Just going to scale this in, and we are going to take and hang it from the ceiling, and we can bring it all the way to the ceiling if you would like. That way, if you render it from, you know, from the other side of the camera, that's the front view, you have that, and then you can actually, if you really want to, go ahead and add, you know, the bracking mounts, I should say, that go over, that would mount it onto the ceiling. That's kind of overkill for me or for what we're doing. So those right there. So then we're just gonna go. Let's just move this camera over just a tiny bit. Let's see, all of it. And there we go. Okay. So now that that is done, we are going to add that. Actually, we're going to add the refrigerator, and this one's even more simple. This is a cube, scale it up, just like this, and scale it out. So we're going to create that vintage, the vintage 60s, I guess, I think it's 60s or 70s fridge. Create a cut loop here, and then we're going to take this, just like the dishwasher, hit E and S, scale it in, and then subdivide it to 2, and a cut loop here. And a cut loop right there, and then one on the side here, and one on the side right there. And then we need to add one at the top. Actually, we need to add one at the top, and then one here, and then obviously one here, and one at the bottom. T and smooth. Actually, we can get rid of. We need to round this off more. There we go. Just rounded that off, and then just, you can round this off more if you like. Doesn't really matter. What's going on at the bottom? We need a. There we go. And then let's add a clip at the bottom. So that's as close as I can get with the other one that I did, and then we're just going to create the handle cube. D, scale it on down. And then we are going to just take in bring this out. And then add a color loop right there, and then select this face and hit extrude. I'm just going to take this and bring it back. We're going to go to subdivision, subsurface, scale it on down, color loop there, and smooth. Actually, we can just take this face right here, select everything, and then just, oops. Scale it in, and then actually scale it on down. And then add one here. Actually, just scale these up just a tiny bit. Then this is going to just go over in the corner. Just like that. Now we just need to, make this a little bit taller. There we go, and then actually let's just take this. We need to let's take this down to 2 so it looks a little better and more rounded off. Now that that's done, we're going to take and make that this back mount right here. So all that is a cube. Just go hide some of these layers. There we go. This is a cube. Just like this. And then scale it down, and then we're just gonna, bring it across. Bounce to almost to the end of the wall. So about right there, and bring it down. And what we're gonna want to do is add a color loop over here and color loop way over there. And then we're just going to bring it on out for like the back mount. Mounts on the wall here. Okay, and then we're just going to E and X, bring it out, and then bring it to right there. We're just going to go subdivision, subsurface, oops. And then tab, edit mode. And then right here, oops, sorry, you got that. Color right there, and color right there. And T, smooth. And there you go. And I added the color, I think, right, no, okay, never mind. Make sure I didn't do something by accident. Okay, so now that that is done, we're just going to want to scale this down, I guess, S, Shift C, X. Okay, so just hit S and Z, and then S and X. Just kind of scale it in just a little bit more so it's not so big. Let's see where we need to put this. Just bring it down. Right there, and my thing is starting to lag because of all the objects that are subdivided in this scene. Okay, so we are almost done setting this up. We're gonna add, I think we're gonna add let's add the faucet next. Whichever one has the sink on it. Okay. So all I did for this is really simple, just a circle, bring it down to 25, tab, easy, ES, ES, and ES, and then W merge at center. S and Shift C, and then I just hit Shift D, and then I just duplicated it just like this, and just brought it on up, because you really don't even see nothing about the faucet, so there's no sense in creating more detail into doing it. And Control J, just could join it, smooth it, and hit A, Control V. And then subdivide to one. So yeah, let's just do one. And then just add a couple. Whoop, sorry. Add a couple cut loops to the bottom here. And then just bring it on over to the sink. And bring this out. Just extrude that out, the back face right there. I think I forgot to do that, or I got rid of it. Not really sure, so just go ahead and do what. If you don't have it, just go ahead and extrude it out, like I did. And then there you go. So it needs to be a little bit smaller. It needs to be up a little bit higher. It's kind of like one of those objects you really don't even like see, so it's just more detail to it, because this is obviously this cabinet just like gigantic compared to everything else. Just scale this down just a bit. There you go. Smooth this out so I get more room and clearance. Okay, there we go. Now that looks more proportionate to everything else. Just gonna bring that up. Okay. So now that is done, let's go ahead and just make some plates to put in the cabinets, and then some bowls. And then I think that's all I'm really going to add. I mean, if you guys want, well, actually I can do maybe, yeah, I think that I'm going to add the blinds, and then part 5 will render everything else. So actually let's add the blinds first. So I need to fix my house, or the window piece of the house. This box part, I should say, because it got screwed up in the very beginning, and I just never messed with it, or attempted to fix it, I should say, the right way, or I did, or whichever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and just like that. Why is it crooked still? Stupid thing. Okay, well anyway, let's go ahead and just do that. There we go. So anyway, it's not really matter, it's not gonna even see it. So let's just go ahead and we're just gonna take and select this, this, and this, and I have to actually, let's just, you know, bring this up so it's not crooked. So maybe I do have to fix it. I apologize about this. I'm going to spend all night on it, obviously. So now, okay, let's just go ahead and select this, this, and this. And all we're going to do is hit E and S for like the window seal. And I can just take this and fix that. Yours should be fine. So mine just got crooked in the beginning. So now I got the window seal. We're just going to go ahead and create the blinds real quick. And all I did for that was just create a cube for the top part of it. I'm just going to do it over to the window. And I made it about the size of window seal itself. This. Okay, and then brought it to the top. G and Y. There we go. Actually, we just need to make it a little bit tinier than that. So once I did that, I just took and it cut up here and cut up here. And then I took and just extruded this on down. So E and Z. To about right there at the bottom. If I remember correctly, I did. Let me make sure I did that. And let's see here. And it looks like I did. Actually, no, I didn't. Okay, I see what I did with the other one. Sorry about that. I had to make sure I didn't screw that up. So I just go back to before you had the color. Sorry about that. I should have checked. So anyway, all I did now is I just took and hit Shift D and Z, scaled this really far down, just kind of like this, like they were blinds, and then hit S and X, and then just did this all the way down, kind of gapping them in between. I guess you can use an array modifier if you really want to. Just didn't see a point in doing it, and just kind of do this to about right there, or wherever you feel is good. So then all I did now is I did do this part, and I took a Shift D, Y, or Shift D and Z, or whatever you want to do it. And then I did create the part where the blinds would be together, just like that. So now that part is done. Okay, so now that a part is done, we are going to go and just model a quick couple of plates, and then you guys can add whatever else you guys really feel like doing, such as the cutting boards, the blender, whatever else. And then because part 5 we're just gonna go over texturing and lighting the whole scene, and then rendering it out and compositing it. Hopefully it doesn't go out to part 6. I know you guys are probably getting tired of it, but I hope you guys are glad that I got this part in part 4 and finished it. Sorry about that, I couldn't talk today. Anyway, let's go ahead and model a plate, and all we're going to do is just a circle. Mesh plane, or mesh plane 25, I'm tired tonight, or today, or tonight, whichever. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and hit ES, ES, and then G and Z. ES, and then W, merge center. And then we're just going to bring this up. Just about like that, because you're not going to even really remotely see this. You're just going to see like a little tiny bit of it in the actual render here, so that should be about good. In actuality, you can create a bowl out of this and just do that, and let's go ahead and do that. Let's just duplicate this and do 2 for 1, so we don't have to remodel everything and get this done and over with. So just G, Z, scale it up, just like that. Now you got plates and a bowl. And again, I really don't want to go over and model like the whole little tiny utensils and details, I should say, like the spatulas and the blender and things like that, because it's really just not necessary if you're just doing this to show a client just the kitchen build. I mean, it could be, I guess, if you really wanted it, but so just randomly place these wherever. Just put this up top, and again, I kind of just dragged this tutorial on way kind of long, so again, I didn't want to bore you to death, so I'll just duplicate this a few times. It'll stack up, and the same with this. So now that you have those in the cabinet, you can just randomly place these wherever you really feel like. Just break the scene apart really. So now that is done, we're actually going to take this rack here and we're just going to bring it over here. And Shift G, Y, Z, G, X. Just like this for whatever towel rack or whatever it was and that its purpose is for. that is done. So I'm just let's get just a little more. There we go. Okay, so now that part's done, let's go ahead and just create like a cutting board, a couple cutting boards or something, you know, just to stick in the scene, since I really didn't model much of like little tiny details. I guess I can show you how I go. Nah, it's not really a point. We'll just do the cutting boards, and I think I can end it now because it's kind of running too far. If I have to, actually, in part 5 with the rendering, before we render things out in light, I can add a couple more details. But right now, we'll just go ahead and add those cutting boards, and then we should be good to go for this tutorial. Again, I apologize, it's kind of running so far out. I added a lot of detail, and I just don't like running my tutorials on and on for hours upon end, all in one shot. So just, you know, cut loops and subdivisions, and then scale it on in, smooth it out. Place it in the back area here, in the corner. Sort of like leaning up against the wall. Okay, and then actually what we can do is take one of these plates here, just bring it on out. I'll just place them on the counter. The only thing I'm not going to show you guys how to do is the stoles. I think that, or everything else I was telling you in the stoles, because that just no real sense in it. But you know, just add some kind of variation to this counter. Just, you know, a couple plates here. There we go. Okay, so now again in part 5 we're going to go over rendering mainly, and then I could add, you know, some of those like the wine bottles or spice bottles or whatever the heck they are, like the wine bottle looking things on the counter over here. And then actually I can show you how to create this little bowl here and the spatula, and then you guys should be able to pick up on your own from where you guys want to add detail to. And then, but otherwise, I think this is almost done with, guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying this tutorial. It's been kind of interesting to do myself. Again, part 5, just going to go over rendering and adding a couple more details. And then after that, we should be done. And I'll come up with another project to do. Again, if you guys are interested in me doing the truck modeling series, go ahead and let me know. Again, my Twitter account's going to be in the description below. Check that out off and on periodically and see what's going on. If you guys have any questions about me doing training too, go ahead and give me a message on YouTube. I'll get back to you with that. And when me and my other partner, guy that I've been training, my partner, we're doing a project right now. So when that's done too, I'll show you guys the end result. Anyway, guys, I'm Alex Courtney from Preview Pos Development. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.